Ian from RTO here. Welcome to another retro ranking. And before we start, can I just apologise for any funny noises that you hear? For this week, we've got some sort of roadworks and repairs and all sorts going on around our sort of cul-de-sac. So if you hear any strange noises, that's what it is. I do apologise. I will try and cut out as much noise as I can. So today's retro ranking is someone that's been asked for after we done their full album ranking. So I finally got round to doing my top 10 songs. And the band we're talking about are The Jam. Don't have to say too much about The Jam. Formed in the 70s and actually formed at school in 1972. The band have released 18 consecutive top 40 singles in the UK from their debut to 1977 till their breakup in December of 1982, and which included 4 number 1 songs. The band, of course, is Mr. Paul Weller on the guitars, Mr. Bruce Foxton on the bass, and Mr. Rick Buckler on the drums. So here are my top 10 favourite songs by The Jam. So coming in at number 10, we go to 1977 and the single In the City got to number 40 in the UK. I always like this. The start of this track is punchy because it's got a Bruce Foxton bass line, and Paul's guitar work is terrific on this. It's just one of them really punky sounding songs. Great stuff. Okay then, coming in at number 9, we go to 1979 now, and to the Setting Sun's album, and it's Little Boy Soldiers. What I like about this is the start. It's gentle, and you think you're going to get this real gentle track, but you don't. It's a bit melodic. It's quite a moving lyric as well. And so I like this because it's a little bit different. And if you've never heard their albums, you know their singles are always great, but some of their album tracks are fantastic, and this is one of them. Really, really good track. Okay, then coming in at number 8. Another album track from 1977 from the This Is the Modern World album, and it's a track called I Need You for Someone. Great riffs, great bass line, some great drumming. There's just one of these great deep cut tracks from The Jam. It's a fantastic track. Really like that one. Okay then, coming in at number 7. Got a single for you this time, and it's from 1978. Got to number 15 in the UK, and it's Down the Tube Station at Midnight. It's a great track that's dominated by Bruce Foxton's bass more than anything. It's a great bass line with some really intricate drumming from Rick. Pretty good song, I like that. Great little single that was. Okay, coming in at number 6. Another album track for you from 1980, and from the Sound Effects album, and it's Set the House Ablaze. Love the riffs in here. It starts off a bit like Sex Pistols' Pretty Vacant, and then goes off onto its own little thing. Great vocal from Paul. I love the rhythm section of Bruce and Rick. Really solid. So tight you couldn't get a bus ticket between them. It is a really good track. Okay then, coming in at number 5. I've got one of their number 1s now from 1980. Start. That bass line and the drumming. It's one of Bruce Foxton's best bass lines he ever did. It is a terrific track. Just love this track. Okay then, coming in at number 4, another number 1, but this one's from 1982, and it's A Town Called Malice. I love the start of that keyboard. Great vocal from Paul, catchy tune. Everybody knows the words to this, and it's quite popular. Everyone sort of leaps around to that one, and it remains one of my favourite singles. Coming in at number 3. Now this song is probably the first song I ever heard by The Jam. It got to number 3, and it's the Eaton Rifles. Another great bass line from Bruce. That's what I like. I think that's why I really like The Jam. It's Bruce Foxton's bass work. It is great. Another great track. Very, very catchy song. Okay, my number 2 may be a shock to people, but it's from 1980. Another number 1, and it's the brilliant Going Underground. One of Rick's best drumming that he did with The Jam. Another great vocal performance from Paul. Just a classic track, absolutely classic. So what I'm thinking, if that's not your number 1, what is your number 1? So my number 1 and my favourite song by this band is from 1981. It only got to number 21 in the charts, and it's That's Entertainment. I like this because it's different. I love the acoustic guitar in this, and it's probably one of Paul's best vocal performances. Very catchy tune. Nice vocals all round on this, and that's why it's probably my favourite. You know, we all hear things differently, but I just love that track, always have. Anyway, I have got some honourable mentions that just missed out. So the first one is a track off the 1978 album All Mod Cons, and it's In the Crowd. The interplay here between Bruce and Paul is very, very good, and it's a very hooky, catchy tune. Love that track. My next one is the last of the number 1. Well, not their, probably is their last number 1. From 1982, Beat Surrender. The piano on this is brilliant. Very hooky pop song as well, I think. Great stuff. And my last one, again from 1982, this one got to number 2, and it's The Biggest Pill I Ever Swallowed. Again, it's one of them really different tracks. When you first heard it, you didn't think it was The Jam. Surprisingly, it did so well in the charts. But one thing I've noticed about this song, that it sort of paved the way for Paul Weller's next project, The Style Council, of course, because it's got a bit more soulful in places, but it's still a very strong track. So there we are. There's my favourite Jam songs. Okay, that's all for today. We'll be back tomorrow. It's Marathon Day, and we're going to look at the band that really probably got me into speed metal, and it's Germany's Halloween. So that's what we'll be looking at tomorrow. Have a great day, everyone. And if you're watching this for the first time because it's Jam, go and check out the Jam album ranking, which you'll be able to see right at the end of this if you play all the way through. And if you really like what we do here on the channel, why don't you subscribe, because we cover music for everybody. We've done from classical to jazz to pop, and it's all between the 1950s and 1990s. So I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great day.